So I love when we can start like this, because if you look at the screen, you look at the before and look at the after. I mean, look at the difference in 6 months in this hair. This is a fabulous one because listen, we all know, you know, our hair is our crown and glory, right? And as we age, many, many times our hair ages. But if you would love to be able to see thicker, beautiful, more luscious hair and grow literally your own hair, you have come to the right place. Well, when we talk about the Capillus, first of all, this is all FDA cleared for hair regrowth for men and women. But what we are doing today, this is the value that I know a lot of people have been waiting for. First of all, you're going to get the entire configuration, but I want to start over here with the cap. Because the cap alone, and we will take you to hsn.com, $1,999 alone for just the cap. In this configuration, you're not just getting all the plugs in the case, but you are also getting the activator. We always present and sell the activator as a separate item, $60.95. So today, this $2,059.95 value is available. You can see the HSN price, $1,999. With the activator today, only $1,379.79. You're looking at basically almost $700 off the retail value. So here, all the good news there. More good news, for the first time ever, instead of, and you know our regular return policy is 30 days, normally we give you 6 months. We are going to offer you for the first time a 1-year return policy. We have never had that before. And then on top of that, you have an opportunity also to be able to enjoy free shipping and handling, 5 flex pay payments, so it's $275. That is on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, even Apple Pay without any interest whatsoever. And this is the amount of time that you need to commit daily. How about 6 minutes a day? You wear it. It is completely discreet. It comes with the cap, but you can take it off and you can wear it basically with any cap at all. So you can go about your life. You can do the laundry. You can do your email. And those lasers, just showing you a little peek underneath there, there are 202 lasers versus 42 to 82 that you get in a lot of the other devices that are out there. So if you've been struggling, and oh, let me just tell you, the best way to go is with custom auto ship, and here's the reason why. With custom auto ship, you are just basically securing going forward the activator every 30 days. Well, the activator, as we just showed everyone on our website, is $60.95. So when you go for the auto ship, it's only $30.50 to get this home. And with auto ship, of course, you can speed it up, you can slow down, or you could cancel it absolutely anytime. But this is the day to do it. And we're gonna tell you, we'll share with you a lot of information. Most importantly, I love the pleasure of bringing in my special guest, Barry Pinto, who is really known as a hair loss expert. He has been suffering since he was in his 20s, but Barry basically travels around the country training physicians and medical clinics, and I am so pleased to be with you today, Barry. It's great to have you here.
Well, thank you, Lady in Red. You look awesome, by the way.
Thank you. I had to match the lasers.
I know, exactly, right? We're putting it all together. And what's fascinating about that is that red color is scientifically very important, which we'll talk about. But it's so good. So if it's okay with you, Bobby, what I'd love to do is just make our time together a virtual conversation. Because as you said, these days I train doctors and medical staff on all, not just photobiomodulation, as this is known as, an actual real medical device that can actually help stop hair loss and help cause hair regrowth. But I train them on everything that's available that the medical community recognizes. So we're going to talk about all of them because it's super important to me that everyone can make a wise decision on what is best for them. So this is a virtual conversation. If you have any questions, to call in, Facebook, and whatever methods are available, please do. I want to answer your question. But I want to start off with one of the first things I said to the thousands of men and women that I met every day for so many years, and that was this. It is so important that you understand that medical technology has advanced to the point where we can do something about your hair loss. If we can take a look at Daniel again in the before and after, what am I talking about? Now understand, when folks came into my office, it was always a panic time for them. They just wanted to stop their hair loss. See that before? Daniel would come in and say, how can I stop my hair from falling out? I've already lost so much hair. I was able to tell Daniel, we can not only stop your hair from falling out, we'll help stop your hair from falling out, and we will help to regrow your hair. In this case, how? How has medical technology advanced over these last 10, 15, 20 years? What we're doing is back to Bobby's red dress, and I am not joking about that red color. Do you notice that laser light coming down? And it's a laser, it's not an LED. You see that very specific color of red. It's a very specific color spectrum known as 650 nanometers. It's that specific medical grade laser because our human body biomedically actually allows that color to pass in through our hair and through our scalp. So what's happening, Bobby, is we have dying hair follicles. I'll explain all this as we move forward. What does the medical community want to do? We want to catch that follicle before it dies using that very specific color spectrum of light, excite the mitochondria in the cells, the dying cells actually, and much like photosynthesis in the plant, bring them back to life. As the little follicle comes back to life in that fine wispy hair, just like we saw in Daniel, so does the hair. Hence, Bobby, we can actually say a real professional grade medical device that can help stop hair loss, help cause hair regrowth with the full-blown FDA clearance.
I love it. And I just have to jump in because already we have a lot of viewers that are grabbing the value. We are streaming live on Facebook, so we're going to be sharing your questions. But here's the thing. If you have thought about this, or maybe you thought about other alternatives, really what's amazing about it right now is that this is a permanent purchase. It is a one-time purchase. And think about this. If you're someone maybe who's out there and maybe you're doing and using like a minoxidil or something like that, that's a product you have to use like twice a day. You have to use it basically for the rest of your life. I mean, you are looking at, you know, easily over a couple of $100s a year. This is a one-time purchase. It is so discreet. And here's what I love. There's no pain, there's no tingling. And all you do is wear the cap. And Barry's going to talk about this, but I think what's so important about this also, Barry, is the fact that there are 202 lasers, because I've seen other units online and infomercials, whatever, that have like only like 42 or like 82, I think is the most I've seen. So you're not going to get that complete coverage, are you, when you're wearing it?
And actually 8. There are a lot of folks may have seen a comb or a brush, and you know, you may be saying, wait, I saw a laser device that was $499. Why is this price? That had 8 lasers as a brush. Then, as you mentioned, there are some that have 40 or 80, and they're like maybe the $800 range. So if you kind of do the math and say, how much should a professional grade 202 laser product cost? Well, a lot more. But in this case, it doesn't. And make no mistake, this is actually the cap that our network of doctors offer their patients. It's not like it's not like kind of a professional grade. This is 202 lasers. What's the difference? Well, really, there's only one word, and that is dosage. Think of aspirin or extra strength aspirin. So those other ones that you're talking about have just a very small dosage to not get, as you said, the area affected that we were talking about, where this is the professional grade dosage. And moving forward, Bobby, I would love to, as you mentioned minoxidil and the other things, we can maybe talk about that, but I'd love it if you could bring in Isabel, just so we can get someone in here who has used this actual technology, this Capillus technology, to hear what a difference it's made. All right, let's do it. We're going to share with you Isabel. We have lots of other testimonials, but here she is.
I took a picture on the very first day. I parted my hair down the middle, took my camera, my phone, and took some photos. Continued using the product, and a coworker of mine kept wanting to see what my results were. So a few months later, she said, you know, I think things are working. I had shared with her, and she said, I think things are working. Take a picture, take a picture, take another picture. And finally, I did it, and it happened to be at the 6-month mark, almost to the day. And when I compared the pictures, it makes me emotional because I really didn't expect to see those results. And it's really fascinating when you can do research about a product and what you read is true, and that you see the results, and that it can be very life-changing, especially for women.
Exactly what it is. It's life-changing, life-changing. And I do want all the viewers to realize, too, we've never had a 1-year return policy before. So this is, right, Barry, of all the days. And you were sharing with me a little bit earlier that since COVID, a lot of people have kind of shied away from, like, the temporary fixes and have really wanted the permanent difference, want to be able to have their own beautiful hair. This is the time. But we basically, for the whole day, via the custom auto ship, which I definitely suggest everyone to go for, get the Activator, and everyone is doing that because the Activator is normally $60.95. It's only $30.95. But we have only about $1,500 for the whole day, and to save almost $700 off the retail value. And Barry, as you said, it is a one-time purchase. And then when you can see, like Isabel's face, and I know in your career, Barry, how many people have you seen that just, it almost gives me goosebumps because it is life-changing. I mean, think about, right, how you struggled.
Yeah, well, you know, again, I started losing in my 20s, and when I started losing, there wasn't anything available at that time, not even minoxidil, as you mentioned. So really, I got to tell you, if it weren't for the technology that it was available today, I would be completely bald. I would be, you know, the horseshoe kind of guy. I'm not kidding. Even in the last 3 years, I don't know, sometime I got to go back and have a picture shown when I started using this technology. You know, it's just amazing how much more volume of healthy hair I have on my head. But you mentioned that minoxidil and the other thing. So let me, if I can, I'd love to run through those real quickly and then go to the chart so people can kind of see where they are. All right, because this is really important. Remember how I said, I always explain to people that medical technology has advanced, and you really do have to understand that. I understand the angst. You don't want to go out of the house. You don't want to go to the parties. I get all that. I literally always had a box of tissue in my office, and as much as people don't like when I say this, sometimes I would cry with you because I feel your pain. This is so gigantic to you. So I always wanted you to know what your options were. So let me explain that to you. It's super important that you do. There are only 3 for women and 4 for men. I'm talking about medically recognized technologies that are available to you. In other words, if you went to your dermatologist and said, I'm losing my hair, this is what he or she would tell you about, okay? Number 1 is minoxidil. It's been around the longest. It's what's known as a vasodilator. It opens your blood vessels. It's a medicine that was originally a high blood pressure medicine. They found it had the pleasant side effect of helping to stop hair loss, helping to cause hair regrowth. They repackaged it, rebranded it, made a topical form, and called it Rogaine. Now it's in its generic form of minoxidil. Here's what you have to understand, and please track with me here. You must put it on and leave it on twice a day, or it will not work. So if you're sitting at home saying, well, I tried one of those, I tried minoxidil, there's no way wearing a cap for 6 minutes a day is going to work with me because that stuff won't work. Won't work for me. I will ask you, did you put it on and leave it on twice a day? Like for months and months and months. If you didn't, of course it didn't work. You didn't do the indications. And that's the challenge with minoxidil, is people don't use it because they stop. It gets all over my pillow. It mixes with my hair product. I'm really not going to say anything bad about it because it's a medically recognized option. Okay, minoxidil. Number 2 is something called finasteride for men only. It was and still is a pill for an enlarged prostate in a male. You get that prescription from your doctor. I must tell you that it can have side effects, sexual side effects of a low sperm count and of lack of libido. That's only for men. The next one, something called low-level laser therapy, photobiomodulation, which we're talking about here today. The last one is something called PRP, which stands for platelet-rich plasma, where you go to your doctor's office for the rest of your life and get shots in your head. I will tell you, in 2 or 3 months of doing that, it's the price of this cap. So by way of review, just because I want you to be able to make the decision for yourself, minoxidil, low-level laser therapy, PRP, for men or women. Men have one other option, finasteride. Bobby, that's it. And I say that because some people think there are 0. Some people think there are hundreds because we are so taken advantage of. To this day, the things I see on my Facebook page make me angry almost by the day. The ridiculous things that people are trying to sell people. But I am telling you, the medically recognized, doctor-recognized options. That's it, Bobby. And this is one of them. FDA cleared, that you buy once and you own for the rest of your life.
I know when you think about FDA cleared, safe and effective, how many medical devices could even say that, right? Here's the bottom line. And I do want to say thank you. We have a lot of viewers joining us. Jan, Facebook, we are streaming live on Facebook. If you have any questions for Barry, come on in and share them. But here's what we have today. This is the first show of a brand new day. Unfortunately, for the total day between our custom auto ship, which I'm going to explain, or a single purchase, we have a total of like a little over 1,500. That is because this has been off the charts, incredibly popular. But guess what? Nobody has the value we have. Nobody has this. When you look at the retail value, it's $2,059. You're getting it today for basically almost $700 off the retail. When you go to hsn.com right now, there it is. Just the cap alone is $1,999. Then today you are getting also, to go right along with it, the Activator. The Activator is another $60.95. This is why I'm sharing with you, I hope you go for custom auto ship, because when you do, the Activator will come to you every 130 days, but it's only $30.95, and you can speed it up, slow down, or cancel it anytime. But here's the bottom line. You are not only getting a hat that is going to, thanks to 202 lasers, help you regrow hair. It works for men. It works for women. There's no pain. There's no heat. There's no tingling. It is completely discreet. 6 minutes a day. Oh my gosh, my teeth whitener takes so much longer than that, right? 6 minutes a day, lowest price here at HSN. Love that it's free shipping. $275 on any credit card, but for the first time ever also, Barry, 1 year return policy. Because you and I chatted a lot about this, that people, we want you to buy it, but I want you to buy it only if you're gonna get home and you're gonna actually use it, right?
Amen, sister. And here's why I say that. Because you have to understand, this is a medical solution to a dying hair follicle. So if you have, let's say, a class reunion to go to in 2 months and you're going to get this so you have a good head of hair, please, please, please don't buy it. It won't work. We're talking about growing real hair. We're talking about what you're seeing in front of you right now. These are actually the classifications of hair loss. This is a Ludwig Savin classifications for women. Notice the number 1, where you started out, what you had for years. Notice in the gray how the loss just continues and continues. Ladies, you see this. Of course, we're talking about genetics. Again, this is FDA cleared for genetic hair loss, known as androgenic alopecia. It's always a little different for everyone, but basically what we're going to do is take that part where it's thin. Let's just pretend you're a number 2. Let's say you're a 2-2, okay? What this is going to do is not only help to stop that loss, it's going to help to regrow that hair back in exactly as I explained 10 minutes ago. If you didn't hear it, stick around, I'll explain it again. Let's go to the guys. This is the Norwood scale for the guys. Again, this isn't any real big secret. You know, you recede more and more, the crown gets thinner, we're used to that. So what we're looking at is, again, it's called androgenic alopecia, androhuman, genic, inherited, alopecia, the medical term for hair loss. Please let me make this very clear. We are talking about an FDA cleared product that is FDA cleared for androgenic alopecia, which is the high 90% of what you are experiencing. Alopecia, by the way, I get this question all the time. Alopecia is just the medical term for hair loss. Alopecia in itself isn't a disease. It just means hair loss. But Bob, because you kind of threw out that word efficacy and safety, and I want to just take 30 seconds to talk about that, because the great thing is, you remember when I first came, how I would like take a lot of time and explain that. Right. You know what's so cool? I mean, it's unfortunate that we've learned it that way, but as we've been going through the COVID vaccine, you know how we watch the news conferences, Bobby, and we see them every day. What do we hear over and over again? What were we waiting for the vaccine? We were waiting for human clinical trials to prove efficacy, right? Which means effectiveness. Right. We were waiting for the human clinical trials to prove safety, which of course means it's safe. Well, let me underscore, because we now know what a big deal this is. Let me underscore the fact that this is FDA cleared, meaning The FDA says this technology is effective.
Right.
The FDA says this technology is safe. That is a lot to hang your head on, or in the case of what we're looking at here, a lot to put on the top of your head. For 6 minutes a day, you can be reading the book. You can, what's this guy doing? Making eggs? Looks like an omelet. He's making me hungry. Okay? And we even got Valerie in the studio who's doing it for us live and in 3 dimensions, who is wearing the cap on her head, sitting right there, chilling out, just to show us that's it. There she is. Hi, Valerie. I haven't seen you in a while either. You look good there. So she pushes one button there, okay? The cap turned on. Under her head right now, she is getting a photobiomodulation treatment. See that red under her head? That's it. She can be reading a book or whatever. Bobby, that's all she has to do. This FDA cleared medical device in 6 minutes, thanks to the computer chip in it, will turn itself off.
Right.
All she has to do is the next day, do it over again. It couldn't be more simple, but you're getting that photobiomodulation treatment.
Oh my gosh, Barry, I am so thrilled. And we have a lot of people who have already grabbed it. I mean, this is the day. If you've thought about it, and I tell you what, I have a brother-in-law who's gone, like you talk about, you know, how you can go for all the little surgery thing, and he has to go basically every month. It is so much money. And a lot of those other alternatives can be painful. Listen, this is not. You're wearing a baseball cap. And I love that, Barry, you also said, it is completely foolproof, because you turn it on, you wear it, and guess what? 6 minutes later, it shuts off. 6 minutes. I know you have 6 minutes, right? Like I said, my tooth whitener is more than that. And Barry's showing you underneath, because this is really important about this cap, that it's not 8 lasers, which I didn't even know there were. What are you gonna do with 8? Like constantly move it around your head? I mean,
that's what you have to do.
That's insane. And so this is 202 lasers, right?
And not only 202 lasers, but let me just show you the construction very quickly. And maybe we can bring in, let's say, Adam next to talk about that. But I want to show you how well built this is, because that is so important. Because I understand it's a substantial price, but I also need you to understand that you are getting a substantial medical device. So, for example, we talked about the 202 lasers. Okay, you can see them right there. It's a flexible fit. There is excellent coverage. There's 110 milliwatts of total laser light. Again, that's the higher dosage. That's the dosage that the doctor gives you. You have to understand also that this is assembled right here in the USA. This does not come from a mystery country.
Right.
It is not a bunch of cheap parts thrown in. Just take a look at this cord, for example. I want you to see, you see how thick that is, Bobby? This is really high quality. I also want you to take a look at the inside. This is a hypoallergenic silicone gel layer. You can see those 202 lasers. I can't even really grab it. I know you may say, well, what are you showing me all that stuff for? Because unfortunately, you may end up with something that doesn't even have this hypoallergenic silicone gel layer. It certainly isn't flexible like this. The cord kind of feels like something that you get with your phone that is going to break. So as you said, not only do you have a year to use this cap, Bobby, you get a 2-year warranty with the company that is based right here in the USA, with a customer service department right here in the USA, where we're going to be here to walk you through everything. You can call up when you get this home. I say this, they get mad when I say this. Not they don't want to do it, but like, hey, look, you can call up and say, you know what, that annoying guy on television who talks so fast, I have no idea how to turn this thing on. Call us. We are here in the USA with people who are happy. You can call us 5 times a day.
I love it.
We are here to walk through you every step of the way. We are not a one and done. Here you go. See ya. Good luck. Really, we're here to walk with you because we believe so much in the quality of this product and what it can do.
Exactly. And by the way, keep in mind, if you just looked at this, this is one day, and with a really, like I said, we have a little over 1,500. That's it. And that's between custom auto ship and your single purchase. Custom auto ship, you are going to get, going forward, the activator that is normally $60.95. When you select custom auto ship, it's basically half off. It's $30.95. But today, lowest price here. You can do your comparison shopping. You are not going to find this anywhere at a better value than today here at HSN. And then, not 6 months, but for the first time ever, a 1-year warranty. Well, one of our fabulous hosts that we love here at HSN, Adam, also, maybe you didn't even know, was struggling a little bit with hair loss. He loves the Capillus. He's going to tell you more.
So my dad passed down a lot of wonderful things to me in the course of his lifetime, but one of the things that I'm not so fond of is the thinning hair. And it's something that I kind of noticed over recent years. Anyway, a few months back I was at HSN and I saw this new product called Capillus. And I thought, well, you know, what have I got to lose? I might as well give it a try. So I've tried it, I've used it. Even my wife has said that my hair's starting to look thicker and fuller, and most important of all, the word that she used was healthier. So yeah, I'm a big believer already.
You know, Barry, we love Adam for doing that testimonial. Like I said, even Chelsea is using it. I know Martino, we're gonna share Martino with everyone. But here's the bottom line. When you are suffering from hair loss, right, and you're constantly wearing hats, which makes it even worse, right? It's embarrassing. I mean, you're brushing your hair and you notice more hair in the brush, or you'll look at the drain. It's so heartbreaking. It is, and this is a struggle. This is something that's affecting millions and millions of people in this country. And we're here to tell you to stop all the madness, because we have an FDA cleared solution. And this is a product, by the way, that has actually been recommended by top hair regrowth specialists in Beverly Hills and in New York. And Barry, as we look at these before and afters, I know there are so many people out there who can relate. Look at this one. I mean, this is fabulous, because don't forget, this is for men and it's for women, and it's a one-time purchase. So when you can buy it for $275 today on any credit card, even on a debit card, even on PayPal, even on Apple Pay, without any interest whatsoever, have not a 6-month or 1 month, right? Our basic return policy is 1 month. We always do this with a 6-month return policy, which is awesome. No, today, while they last, a 1-year return policy. And Barry, the fact that we're giving the Activator, I'd love you to talk about that for a minute. So, because I know most of the people are going for the custom ownership to keep the Activator, but why is the Activator important?
I'm a huge fan of this Activator, I have to say, and I love that it's included in the bundle. This is actually very powerful. So basically the way you use this is you shampoo and you condition your hair, and either once a day or every couple of days, it's up to you. This is a leave-in serum that you put in right out of the shower. And I want you to see that it's not oily. It will actually vanish right into your scalp. This is actually something that's going to make your scalp healthy. It has something called ketokenosol in it that is a DHT blocker. I'm skimming by some big scientific words because I know so many of you who have gone online know that DHT, or dihydrotestosterone, is an enemy of the dying follicle. It also has things like peppermint oil in it that's actually a natural vasodilator. Remember I talked about minoxidil opening the blood vessels? This does it naturally. It has antioxidants. It's just loaded with stuff. I explained it like you can plant grass, it can get great sun, it can get great sunshine, the grass is going to grow. But if you put fertilizer, it's just going to give it that little kick to get it going sooner and to get it going better. That's what this will do. And it's I'm telling you, this is a hugely well-reviewed product. People love it. We're not throwing that in there just for the fun of it. It's a great thing to have in there. It really is.
I love it. And normally, like I said, you buy it as an upsell, right, separately. You know what, Barry, can we hear from Isabel again? Because I just love, I mean, you get goosebumps. And like you said, I'm sure, and I imagine that you've cried many, many times in your career, in the years that you have spent talking to people who have suffered with this. And it's important to know that, like I said, that there is an answer, and there is a legitimate way to regrow your hair, right? A medical, exactly, all FDA cleared. So we're going to share Isabel again, if that's okay.
Great.
Here we go.
I took a picture on the very first day. I parted my hair down the middle, took my camera, my phone, and took some photos. Continued using the product, and a coworker of mine kept wanting to see what my results were. So a few months later, she said, you know, I think things are working. I had shared with her, and she said, I think things are working. Take a picture, take a picture, take another picture. And finally, I did it, and it happened to be at the 6-month mark, almost to the day. And when I compared the pictures, it makes me emotional, because I really didn't expect to see those results. And it's really fascinating when you can do research about a product and what you read is true, and that you see the results, and that it can be very life-changing, especially for women.
Oh my gosh, my heart, Barry, right?
I know, right? I know. And you know what? And I said this. Okay, so let me So let me talk about this.
Please
It's
do.
funny. My mother says, don't do that. You look ridiculous when you cry on television. Because seriously, sometimes I can't tell the stories because I get so emotional because I did sit with you. So let me see. You know what's, okay. It's just, so there are people. Hair loss is huge, okay? I want you to know that I understand that. And if you're sitting at home, I want you to know that I would never tell you anything that is misleading, ever, ever, ever. This runs in my family. It's genetic. I understand. I've sat with you. I have had the opportunity to work with the best doctors in the world. Our network of doctors are amazing. I am not kidding you. I always address this from the medical standpoint. So let me explain to you what it's like to finally have hope, okay? So I understand some of you won't go to the post office. Some of you have just given up on dating. We're talking people in their 20s even. Like, if you're someone under 30, you've been out, I think it's Saturday night going into Sunday, or no, it's Sunday going into Monday, you're home, you happen to have us on late at night, and you know, you're just wanting to take yourself out of life. I want you to know you really don't have to do it. I also want you to know how amazing it is that HSN is giving you a year to try it with no risk whatsoever. Doctors sell this to their patients. I'm not kidding. No one says, oh, in a year, if you don't want it anymore, bring it back. Guys, I want you to know that that's an amazing opportunity for real medical science. And hey, Jared, the producer, if we could run the follicle animation and go into before and afters, let me explain the science, because I want you to understand what's happening. This is real, genuine medical science. What's happening is your hair follicles are dying. That's why your hair is getting thin. So you'll notice that this follicle, as we loop this animation back and forth, will get smaller and smaller and smaller. That's what happens in androgenic alopecia. See, it's getting smaller. Now we freeze it there, but the reality is that will get small to the point where it's dead and gone. That is permanent baldness. If you have permanent baldness, this product is not for you. We are not going to create a follicle. But who is this product for? If you have thinning hair and wispy hair, we can use medical technology of a very specific color spectrum of light that will excite the cells in your dying follicles, much like photosynthesis in a plant, and bring them back to life. So as you look at these before and afters, now, by the way, I'm showing Lester there for 3 months to underscore the fact that in 3 months, you are not going to grow more hair back, at least visible to the human eye, because we are talking about growing real hair. This isn't a cosmetic. Cosmetics are great. The fibers that are out there are great. Wigs are great. They give you kind of a second chance in life. But what we're talking about here is in 6 minutes a day, a medical grade laser, and if you can look at it, these aren't Christmas tree lights. There are fake things out there that will sell you Christmas tree lights. These aren't those. You can almost see there are kind of tube-like lasers, actual 202 medical lasers, like you can see the red color there, that are actually going to treat your follicle and then help that hair to regrow. So what that means is, Bobby, you have to be patient.
Right.
As a matter of fact, we have Isabel, the one that you like, talking about that as well. You can't expect to get this product and in 3 months, even 4 months, look in the mirror and say, this isn't working for me. Exactly. It is working for you, but we're regrowing real hair. But see, that's the exciting part. This isn't a temporary fix. This is a lifelong, 6 minutes a day fix to actually take your thin dying hair and bring it back to its full life. You just have to be patient to allow that to happen.
I love it. I love it. And you know, we're going to share, because Isabella has another testimonial that she wants to share with you, to your point, Barry, about how you need to be patient. And we're giving you 1 year so you can be really patient. Here we go.
That's awesome.
If you're thinking about Capillus, I want to tell you, think no more and make a decision today. It's not something you should put off, because every day that passes is a day that you're losing on possible success of hair regrowth. When you look at Capillus, the reviews speak for themselves, the user reviews, the consumer reviews, the research is there, and I'm telling you from personal use, it's going to work for you as long as you're consistent and patient. So think no more, take action, make a decision today, and start using it.
Love it. So we need to I love it. We all need to listen to Isabel because today is the day to do it. And you know, for a lot of viewers out there who are curious about the price, I mean, when you do your comparison shopping, there are other laser units out there, but as we talked about, a lot of them, like you mentioned, Barry, have maybe 8. Some have 42. I think the highest other than that was like 82. This has 202 lasers. And don't the lasers, they last for like, what is it, 83 years or something?
Yeah, that's a great thing. You know, we source products, the best of products from all over the world, and we assemble this right here in the USA. Even that, right down to that patented eye safety sensors that you're seeing there. No one else has that. That flexible fit silicone. If you go and buy a picture on the internet, I get it. I'm like you. I'm a shopper like you. I see this on TV. I right away go on my phone or go on my internet or go on the computer and I say, oh, look, this looks exactly like it and it's half the price. Well, you're right. It looks exactly like it for a reason, right down to the colors, but it's not going to have that flexible silicone gel layer. It's not going to have this thick cord that you're seeing. Basically, as I say, you're getting an upside down cereal bowl that if you drop it, it's probably going to shatter. It's not going to have this hypoallergenic silicone gel layer. And Bobby, that's one of the things that used to make me angry when I would sit with these men and women is that they would be so taken advantage of. And to this day, we can be so taken advantage of. But at the end of the day, you do have to say, okay, I'm going to get some. I mean, HSN, let's face it, has their pick of the litter, right, of anything that's out there.
Absolutely.
And you're giving them a year. We have a network of doctors all over the world, hundreds of clinical trials, thousands of papers written on this technology. You know, really, I just don't want to see you be taken advantage of and think you're saving $1,000 when at the end of the day, well, it wouldn't be 1,000. At the end of the day, you're actually wasting it because it's just going to break in 2 years again, or 2 months. Again, we're here. We're going to walk you through it. This is the real deal, the one that doctors use, as you mentioned, because it really is.
And it's a one-time purchase. That's what I think is incredible. But you want to have the activator, so hence why I know pretty much all of the people purchasing have gone for the activator. The activator on our website right now, $60.95. When you select the custom auto ship, you will get the activator going forward at basically half price, $30.50, and it comes every 30 days, but you can speed it up, slow down, or cancel at any time. Listen, we have to share with you Martino before we run out of time. We love our Martino here at HSN, one of our major hair experts, but well, here you go. Here's his story.
My name is Martino Cardi, celebrity stylist. When I turned 40 years old, I noticed my hairline was really starting to thin and I was starting to panic. So I found a hair restoration surgeon, world-renowned guy, right here in Florida. So I went to him and I had the transplant. I spent a lot of money and he told me, you really should protect your investment. And by doing that, I want you to get this Capillus laser cap. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna stop the hair from falling out that you already had with the surgery. Plus, it's gonna help other hair come in thicker and more fuller, like when you were younger. Being a celebrity stylist, I have access to the best of the best. So if I choose Capillus, you should too. FDA approved, clinical results, you're gonna love your hair.
I love it. We love Martino, and I wish we could all be together, which we certainly can't here, but Martino has come on the air, right, a lot of times when he was here and you were here, just to say how much he loved it. Here's the bottom line, Barry. So I know we have only about 2 minutes, and for all of our viewers out there, you know, the value, just quickly to share with you, this is the best value for us. This is the lowest price we've had at $1,379, free shipping and handling, 5 flex pay payments, not 6 months or 1 month return policy. We have a full year. You're wearing the cap, and it's also a great looking cap, super comfortable, and 6 minutes a day. And you don't even have to worry about that because it just automatically shuts off after 6 minutes. So for anyone who is on the fence, Barry, men, women, all FDA cleared, what would you say to them?
So I'm putting it in a different cap. You don't have to use our cap, but here's what I would say. Okay, just so you know, you can put it in any cap. That one looks ridiculous on my blonde head, but there you have it.
I like it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing is I would say this is a real medical device. Medical technology has advanced to the point where you can do something. It's not only a real medical device, it's an FDA cleared medical device, meaning here's at the end of the day, don't take Barry's word for it, don't take Bobby's word for it, don't take Martino's word for it, don't take Isabel's word for it. At the end of the day, The FDA says this technology is effective. At the end of the day, the FDA says this technology is safe. Couple that, Bobby, with HSN's amazing 1 year to try it. Couple that with, if you keep it after there, you get a 2-year warranty from us, and we're not going away. Bobby, it's just a win-win. It really is. Again, if I wish I could have said that to the thousands of men and women that I've sat with over the years. This is just like the perfect setup to finally do something about this thing that has been weighing you down for years. You now have an answer, and you can take that step. Bobby, that's just exciting to me. It just is.
I agree, and I know I had the pleasure of doing the very first show with you, Barry, here at HSN, and it's so nice to be here today. And for all of our viewers out there, just get it home, experience, take advantage of the great value, right? And 1 year return policy, because the bottom line is you are gonna be like Isabel, right? And I can just imagine, like even just a few months from now, how many happy people are gonna have enjoying their own hair. Barry, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to have it. Barry's gonna be back, I think, at 11 a.m.
Correct. I will be back at 11 with Valerie, and then all throughout the day. I don't think we're going to make it till the end. We'll probably sell out. I mean, but you never know.
Yep, you never know. With this limited quantity, I doubt it. But you, thank you so much, and have a great day, honey.
Love you. Virtual hug.
Love you too. Thank you. So 087367 is the number. I know we have a lot of people right now who are in the ordering process. Please stay right where you are. Don't miss that. And you know what? Good things come to those who click. So HSN is giving you something special, an online only